Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Let's talk about immigration. This is last call. Basically, USCIS fees increased starting April 1st, 2024. So if you have something to do, this is the time. Okay. You have to allow the time to do it, to send it, and for it to be received and accepted. So you can lock down the price, the old pricing, okay? Good morning, how are you? Good morning, how are you? Yes, so we got 5 people in the house. Let me know in the comments, how are you? How you feeling? We're gonna debate, first of all, about the increase of the USCIS fees, right? And after that, we are going to talk about the latest immigration news. There's something going on in Georgia that I want to address. Last time we talked about Texas. Now we're going to talk about what's really going on in Georgia. You know, it's always those southern states. So, I mean, if you live in the southern states, you have to be careful what's going on with immigration. You really have to know. The better you know, the better you act. Okay. How are you? SA, good morning. Sawa Music TV. How are you? Long time. How you feeling this morning? Let me know in the comment. And let me, and by the way, please like, because sometimes when we have people in the session, they don't like the video doesn't get like, because you have to get this video, we have to get YouTube to push this video to other people because this is the latest immigration news. People have to be informed what's going on. Let me share my screen so we can talk first of all about the pricing. Fee increase, okay? We're going to talk about fee increase. Then we're going to talk about the latest immigration news. Okay, so this is what's going on, right? If you are eligible to apply for a petition, whether employment or family-based petition that requires a fee with USCIS, this is the time to do it. For example, marriage-based green card, okay, or family-based petition. Let's say your U.S. citizen child who's 21 and older trying to petition for you. Um, sorry, fees are going up. Okay, so let's look at this table. If you look at the green card application, right? We go because that's the common one. Employment base, it's going up too. You see, uh, uh, like temporary worker, for example, FL1 type of visa, right? From 460 to 695, 51% of increase. So even the non-immigrant temporary workers type of petitions are going up. Even the employment-based type of immigrant petitions going up as well. So you just have to know, like, if you're eligible, this is the time to file. So let's go with the green card, for example. For example, if you go with the green card, right? You go with the green card, usually people file this combo application, meaning that they file for the green card, I-130, work permit, and advance parole if they are not in removal proceedings. Okay, they will file this combined. We call it combo because you put everything together if you are not in removal proceedings. So, and that person, for example, they will have, if we calculate, right, from 1,140, now it's going to be 1,440. This is the application to adjust status, okay? Yeah, sorry. It used to be 125, right? 225. So I don't know where I got this one, but anyway, the current price is with biometric. This is without biometric. This is with biometric. That's why it's different. 1,225. Now it's going to be 1,440. Okay. If you look at the calculator right here, you calculate. If you're doing combo, right, you do 140 plus, if you're applying for a work permit, just know that the work permit, you are going to pay half price of the work permit. The work permit is going to be 400 and it used to be 410, but when people were applying combined, it was $0. But now they say you're going to have to pay half price of the 410 because it's going to be 410. Okay. With biometric, of course, not 410, it's going to be 470. 470 divided by 2. 470, when you divide it by 2, 235, right? You put here 235, okay? You already have 1,675. Then you go to the travel document. You're going to pay half of the price as well, starting April 1st, 2024. So the travel document, that would be actually not the travel document, but advance parole, right? Advance parole. Okay. It's going to be advance parole. It usually is. Okay. You see, it used to be $0. So now 575. If you divide it by 575 divided by 2, it's going to be 287 times 5. Okay. You already have this amount. Okay. Then you go to the and not everybody's qualified for half price, just you know. Then you go to the I-130 petition, right? I-130 petition for alien relative, 675 plus 675. You see how much you're going to pay just in USCIS fees. That's the minimum. Some people will pay up to 3,000. Okay, if they don't get half price for the travel document and the advance parole. So yes, starting April 1st, 2024, if you're eligible, this is the time. Even if you're not, let's say you are in removal, but you're eligible for I-130, still, if you apply before April 1st, 2024, you are still going to have to, you're going to save. You see, you're going to save $90. If you apply online, if you apply by a paper, you're going to, paper filing, you're going to save 140. You see, still a lot. So that's why you need to do it. Let's see if we have questions. Okay. So now we're going to go back to what's going on in Georgia. Sorry. What is going on in Georgia? Okay. In Georgia, they're just trying to do something like they did in Texas. The House Republicans, of course, they passed a controversial immigration bill. Okay. And what exactly this bill says? This bill says that they are going to arrest undocumented immigrants and report them to federal authorities. That's just the summary of it, okay? The Georgia House of Representatives passed a bill on last Thursday, that will require local law enforcement to cooperate more closely with the federal immigration authorities while pushing those which do not. You see? That's just how they're putting it, like much nicer, but pretty much is like if they're gonna just arrest undocumented immigrant and try to report them so that they can get deported. What happened was there was an incident, I guess a shooting, allegedly by an undocumented person at some university. That's why they came up with this bill, and it already has passed the House. So now it's sitting in the Senate floor. So they hope that it passes the Senate so it can become a law in the state of Georgia. But guess what? If it becomes a law, well, depending on how this law is being drafted, maybe the Biden administration will not be able to actually, even if they appeal, maybe they're not going to be able to, like, pretty much reverse this ruling if this law becomes, if it passes and if it becomes a law. Because the language is different from Texas, what happened in Texas, because that's why they were able to stop it in Texas, because pretty much in Texas, the state was trying to take control on the federal immigration because it's federal law, take control, and they don't want to collaborate with the immigration authorities. You know, they want to supersede, which is not what it's supposed to be. So that's why they were able to overturn it. Okay, in Texas, at least it's there's a preliminary injunction, meaning that they cannot enforce it until final decision. So, but this is what's happening in Georgia. You know, southern states, pretty much the same thing. Almost. This bill addresses how law enforcement interacts with individuals who are illegally in the country and then break the laws of our country. That's what they say. To be clear, it's about that and nothing more. That's how they're trying to put it, but pretty much we know what it is, right? So I trust that those that bring the bill that say this is not about sweeping hate or being less welcoming of immigrants, but I do not believe it is about stepping on the feet, on the hands of law enforcement who are trying to deal with high crime. So basically, that's what the bill does. If we don't like what you do, funds from the sheriff are gone, so think we can mark it down. So basically, in summary, pretty much they're trying to arrest, pretty much report undocumented immigrant to federal authorities so they can get deported. That's just how I'm gonna put it. But is it going to become law? That remains to be seen. Let's get to the questions. Let's get to the questions. Okay, we got 8 people in the house. Please go ahead and share and like. Okay, if your employment is taking longer until your current one expires, do you get the automatic extension? Yes, if you have that, when you apply for the renewal, the letter that you get from the renewal, depending on under what category, right? But anyway, in general, the letter that you get from the renewal, it's going to tell you exactly how long you have, what, and it's 180 days from the expiration date. So you look on your work permit and you look at the expiration date, then with that letter, you have 180 days from that expiration date of your work permit. So that's how that letter says. You have to have that letter, of course, to show it, right? To renew your, maybe your driver license, or basically your at your job if they ask you for it. Anybody else? Anybody else has a question? We are trying to answer some questions here. I had a question. Let me see if I can find it. I had a question yesterday. Somebody was asking. Let me see if I can find it and put it there. Because sometimes people ask questions, then you find it later. You're welcome. Anybody else has a question, just put it in the comment. Put it in the comment, okay? If you have a question, just put it in the comment. I'm trying to find that question. If I find it, I'll let you know. I feel like I had a question somebody was asking. Last time. I think I have the question. So let's see if I can find it. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, above and beyond. Is mandamus lawsuit going to affect how USCIS handles your case, like in a bad way? No. Well, what do you mean by in a bad way? So a mandamus lawsuit, it's basically you asking USCIS to decide on your case because it's taking too long, unreasonable time. They're taking way too long, and you're sick and tired of waiting. So you file a lawsuit so they can make a decision on your case. But it doesn't mean that they have to make a bad decision. They're just going to make a decision on the merit of the case. Let's say, for example, you file and ask for asylum, and it's taking forever. Like nowadays, it takes like for eternity to get an interview from asylum from the asylum officer. So when you go to file a lawsuit, it simply means that the judge at the federal level will mandate USCIS to call you for the interview. But when you go to the interview, then you have to respond accordingly. Like they're gonna ask you questions like they ask everybody. Then at the end of questioning, they're gonna evaluate your case and decide whether the testimony was credible, like the testimony had credibility. If the testimony had credibility, then they give you asylum. If not, they're gonna refer you to court. So, okay, let's see you. Good morning, my love. How long does it take to reopen your 485? You already terminated your removal and your 485 is pending with USCIS. Oh, I don't know, but I know when we had the case pending at the Boston office, it took at least almost 6 months. But the thing with USCIS, you have to follow up. You can't just sit and wait for them to reopen your case because you send them the termination or order of removal. No, you have to really follow up with them. Get your senator involved to follow up, get the ombudsman, just get everybody to follow up. Otherwise, it's just going to sit there. But I believe in Boston, it took them at least 6 months before they reopened that case. So, okay. Above and beyond, you can try. You can try under technical reason, make an argument. Is it going to work? 1 out of 10 cases. So if you are, let's say you are in the Ninth Circuit Court, it might work because they have a case there where somebody really tried to argue that. I've talked about it on this channel a lot. If you, I don't know where you're located under different circuits, it's just going to depend on what circuit. Non-circuits, it might work. Some other circuit, you have to argue and hope that it works. There's no guarantee they're going to understand that argument of technical reason. They might not agree with you. So it just depends on how you present your case. I don't know for sure where if it's going to work. Location OH. You just have to try. Ohio, you just have to try. There's no guarantee in anything. Just have to try. Yeah, just you above and beyond. In other words, you are not losing anything by trying because you already have asylum pending with USCIS. It's not like if your case get denied, there's nothing they can do. They're not going to send you to court because you already have an asylum pending with USCIS. But at least you take a chance by trying. The only thing you're going to lose is money that if it doesn't work. That's it. Other than that, you're not losing anything. By the way, if you want to try, you should do it now when the Queen Court fees is 1,225. So yeah, in other words, you're not losing anything, only money if it doesn't work. But trying might be lucky. Okay, SR. If BIA decide to not reopen my case for cancellation or removal, can I go back to Sixth Circuit again? Well, if the Sixth Circuit decide from the beginning, who decided that you should go there? Did the Sixth Circuit send BIA like remanded the case back to BIA? If the Sixth Circuit remanded the case back to BIA, then BIA is mandated to reopen it. There's no way they cannot reopen it if that's where you started with the Sixth Circuit. You see how it works? Because if you went to the Sixth Circuit and then they look at the case, they find out that BIA was wrong, that's how they remand the case back to BIA for them to make a good decision. So if you go back based on that, then BIA is forced to reopen it. They cannot refuse. But if you haven't been to the Sixth Circuit yet, then you can go, if BIA refused, then you can get your case reviewed by the you can get the BIA decision review. It's called judicial review, right? You go there so they can review the BIA decision. So yeah, if the Sixth Circuit remanded BIA after a joint motion to reopen, then BIA is mandated to reopen it. There's no way for them to refuse, but because that's an order. So that's how it works. So it's just a matter of time as far as when BIA will respond to you. I'm going to talk about my successful case this week. We got it resolved with BIA. It took at least 8 months. I'm just waiting for the actual official letter before I talk about it. But I'll talk about it probably this weekend. Yeah, it took 8 months. But I've heard some people are taking like 13 months or 2 years, or it's just depend on when they're gonna get it. You see, how long for AD after fingerprint? Which type of AD? Peaceful sleep. Which type? Is it renewal or first time asylum? If it's renewal, forget it. It's taking like 18 months. Okay, let's see. uh First time asylum, it's supposed to do only 30 days. Yeah. If it has past 30 days, they haven't give you the work permit for asylum pending for the first time application, you need to call them. Yeah. So if it's asylum, of course, I'm saying asylum pending and you're applying for the first time, it's supposed to take only 30 days if you follow all the regulation correctly, right? Um, if they haven't given you, then you need to call them. By the way, we have 15 people in the house. I want to see 15 likes. Please go ahead and like. Please go ahead and like. Okay, how long does it take for? How long is it marriage based? Marriage based, you have to take at least 2 years minimum. Give them at least 2 years. Green card pending based on marriage, give them at least 2 years. I don't know where you're located here in the Baltimore, forget it, even 2 years and a half. But give them at least 2 years, between 18 months to 2 years. Cannot file without a lease. What do you mean? Cool time me. I don't know what you mean without a lease. Filing what without a lease? I don't know what you're talking about. We got 18 people in the house. My friend, please go ahead and like. Please go ahead and share. Please go ahead and like. Please go ahead and share. Let me drink water. You guys got me really talking. Okay, by the way, we have 18 people. Please go ahead and like. Anybody who need a consultation, they should schedule it, okay? Consultation link is in the description box. Can I file without a lease? Filing what without a lease? This question is, I don't understand it. There was somebody yesterday, I believe, I don't know when, but the person was asking whether or not they can apply for travel document, advance parole. But that person is in removal. The answer is they cannot because they're in removal. So they're going to have to join motion with ICE. Once ICE terminates the removal proceedings, then they can apply for advance parole and everything with USCIS. So, and I think we've talked about a lot, but you know, people, they always ask the same questions. As I've already answered you that question. ICE is not gonna do it because they don't have anything to base themselves on. You can try. You can try because I already answered you that question last time you asked it. But if I feel like you wanna try, you just try and see what they're gonna tell you. Because I've already answered you that question. I remember people here, they ask the same question over and over. They think I'm gonna forget. No. I know when you ask the same question over and over, I remember. If you want to try SA, you can try. You are free to try, okay? Okay, so anybody else? You need to try, go ahead and try. But in my personal opinion, you need to wait until the daughter turns 21. They actually file for you. You actually have an I-130 approved. Then you can go there. What is new? Nothing. USCIS is raising their filing fees, okay? Starting April 1st, 2024. That's what is going on. New. That's like breaking news, and there's something going on in Georgia. I talked about it from the beginning. You can watch It's making it difficult to add your name on it. But the person you live with can write something and notarize it, say that to basically an affidavit to say that, well, I live with so and so, but the apartment has refused to add his name. Then you can go and notarize it. Affidavit from the person you live with. Absolum case. What is absolum? Asylum? You're not filing for travel. You're filing for advance parole. It's different than travel document. Yeah, cool timing. You're gonna have to, the person you're marrying has to write an affidavit of support saying that I live with this person, but we went to the leasing office. The lease officer refused to add his name, but I just want to testify that this person lives with me. And by the way, why they refuse to add your name? That's a question too. Peaceful sleep, I told you, I don't know how long it's gonna take, really. Nobody knows. You go on the USCIS website, just look at processing time. If you're talking about marriage, give them at least two years to get a green card. At least that's the minimum. At least in Baltimore, that's how it is. But nobody can tell you exactly how long it's gonna take because USCIS has a lot of cases pending. So there's no way for me to tell you this is how long it's gonna take. I don't know. You can call them too, right? Call them and ask them how long is it gonna take to get my green card. They might tell you. I'm ready to talk to you on my case. Okay, if you're ready to talk to me about your case, tell me. This is the consultation. Let me give you the consultation link, okay? You know I charge for consultation, okay? I don't talk for free. The only time I talk for free is here live. This is the consultation link. If you need a consultation, please schedule it so we can talk about your case, okay? Emma Gidonu cannot file travel document. If you have an asylum pending where? With USCIS, you can ask for advance parole. However, you cannot go in your country where you claim persecution. The Biden has the sole authority to move the date from 1972. What date? Are you talking about, how do you call that date again? Registry? No, it has to go through Congress. It has to go through Congress, pass the House, pass the Senate, then become law. Not just one person, no. Otherwise, anybody could have done it a long time ago. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else has a question? Let's wrap up. What can Biden do? Biden can do those humanitarian, like TPS. You see? You know those TPS going on, TPS for Cameroon, TPS for El Salvador, humanitarian parole for Ukraine, for these. Those are the only thing he can do. Executive orders. That's it. And sometimes it even gets challenged, right? So, or ban, like you know how Trump did the Muslim ban, stuff like that. Those are executive orders. Oh, I charge 175. Okay, 175 for consultation. You mean cool timing for consultation? I charge 175. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't here in the 80s as a. I don't know. You think I'm an immigration professor, right? You should Google it. SA, you should Google what did Ronald Reagan did in the 80s. Okay, you should Google it. You do the research. Why should I do it? You're the one who need to know. You do it. It's so funny. I don't need it. You do it because you're the one who need to know what they did in the 80s. I wasn't here. You do the research, okay? Because you're the one who needs the response. 8 years without interview. What did Sour Music TV? I don't think you want to do what you need to be done. We already told you you have to file a lawsuit. As simple as that. That's it. That's the only thing you will do. But I know you're not gonna do it. So, but you keep asking just to entertain. So you don't need consultation. You need to file. Yeah, send me an email. Send me an email, but you need consultation because I don't know if you have criminal history, you have this, you have that. I don't know. So, but you can send me an email. I can send you the pricing, like in general, but I don't know if you're in removal, where you are. So you need consultation because you might get big price because I don't really know what's going on with you. So send me an email. I'll give you like an estimate. I don't know what's going on with you, to be honest. I don't know if you have criminal record. I don't know if you have misrepresentation. I don't know if you have frivolous claim. You're just gonna get a price, and then we don't know what the thing is. So you might get a different price. That's why you need a consultation. So okay. Anybody else? So we can wrap up. We wanna wrap up. We wanna wrap up. We want to wrap up. Anybody has a question? The reason we came here is because USCIS fees are going up. If somebody wants to apply for something, they should file now if they're eligible because it's gonna really go up. And if you apply now, you can save up to $600 or $700. That's a lot. So that's the time to apply. That's why I keep talking about it. I'll be talking about it until March 15th. By March or March 20. After that, I won't be talking about it because nobody's going to work under pressure, okay? Okay, so this is it for today. Thank you very much. I'll come back Sunday. If I don't come back Sunday, but I'll talk about the case with BIA where we actually won. So if anybody need a consultation, they should just schedule it using the consultation link in the description box. Thank you very much. Please like, please share. And SA, you go do your own research. Nobody's doing it. We don't need it. You the one who need the answer. You go ahead and do the research, okay? You're so funny. Anyway, so thank you very much. Really appreciate your presence here. Music TV, you know what to do. If you want to be called for the interview, you should file a mandamus lawsuit, okay? But we know you're not going to do it. So you'll be asking the same question over and over without a solution. Your only solution is to file a lawsuit if USCIS hasn't called you for the interview and it has been 8 years. That's too long to wait. Until next time, bye bye. Thank you very much.